everybody. My name is Patricia Funk, and I'm the scientific director of the Master in Economics. So in the 20 minutes, I will guide you through the program. I will talk about job opportunities. Then I give the word to Mattia, who is a former student, and then I'm very happy to answer any questions that you may have. So why should you sign up for this master program? If you do this master in economics, you will leave the master as a well-rounded economist used to apply economic thinking to any problem that may arise. So in this master, we will teach you economic thinking, and we apply it to important problems of today. We'll talk about sustainable development, we'll talk about aging societies, financial markets, and so on. Second, we teach you how to analyze data. Data analysis is a skill that is more and more demanded, and you're going to be taught the necessary thing, the necessary skills to meaningfully analyze data. Data analysis is actually asked in many sectors, in the private sector, in the public sector. Just to give you an example, in the public sector, there are agencies responsible for labor market policies, and for instance, they want to know how can we reduce unemployment. Of course, there are always different policies that you can take, and at the end of the day, you need to know which is the policy that works best. And for that, you need to know which data you can use and which tool, which econometric techniques you need to apply to evaluate the effect of a policy X on an outcome Y, like unemployment rates. So due to these skills, economic thinking and data analysis, you really can be expected to work in a variety of sectors. You can work in banks, consultancies, national and international organizations. Also, you're very well prepared for a doctoral program. What are the main advantages of the Master in Economics? First, we have an excellent professor-to-student ratio. The master is growing every year, but we are still in a very comfortable position to have classes of 10 to 15 students. So this allows students to get a lot of interaction with the professors. We are there to help them to master the material, and this is really still a luxurious position for the students. Then the master allows you to specialize into minors according to your interest. You can choose a minor in public policy and a minor in data science. Then we also have a double degree program with Università di Napoli Federica II. This is one of the strongest universities in Italy, and the double degree allows students to get a degree in economics, assigned from USI, and a laurea in Economia e Finanza, given from Napoli. So those students who have an interest in both economics and finance, they can make use of this double degree program. Then, as a program director, I'm always keen on getting leading policy experts into the classroom. We had the director of the economic department of the Swiss National Bank. I have contacts to senior analysts on OECD and so on. So I try to expose the students to a good network of important leaders that can be influential for their careers. And then last but not least, the master is taught entirely in English, so students are fluent when they exit the master. Now, the study program. So the first 2 semesters, the first year is structured. No? So you get all the core courses, and the only thing you decide is on the minor. Then the master is very flexible. Basically, it gives you 2 opportunities. You can either choose the master with 90 credits, or you can also choose a master with 120 credits. So this is a choice that you have, and you don't have to decide right on spot. You can go on with the master and think what is best suited for your needs. So in case you go for the 90 credits master in the 3rd semester, you write the master thesis, which gives 18 credits. And then you have 12 credits left. You can either do an internship or choose elective, whatever suits you best. Now, those students who choose the 120 master, they can, of course, take courses at USI. Many students have done that. But you can also go abroad, either within Switzerland, and Mattia can tell his experience, or you can also go to a partner university in a foreign country. Okay, so just I go very briefly now to the study program. So the first semester teaches standard economic courses, microeconometrics, industrial organization, and political economy. And then depending on the minor, you have industrial organization 2 or programming 1, which gives you programming or experience. So just in case, the students don't have to know precisely in the beginning which minor they can choose. They can also try out a little bit both and then decide later what they want to do. No, they just need to take the exam. But it had also happened that the students started with one minor and then later wanted to change. That's not a problem at all. Okay, second semester we have local public finance, we have quantitative methods for policy evaluation. This is a very important course where we teach you the current econometric tools like difference in difference estimation, regression discontinuity, and so on. We have a course that is mandatory on topics in labor, public, and development economics, where we present research findings that, that show how we can actually reduce poverty, for instance. So we show how we can analyze which policies work if the goal is to reduce poverty. Then in the minor of public policy, you have a bunch of courses on pensions. No? You have a course on globalization, development and migration, and public policy analysis and managerial economics too. In the data science stream, you have programming too. Here you get taught programming languages R and Python. You have a databases course where you learn SQL. And then there's a last course, text analysis and spatial data for economists. Now, as I said, those students who want to do the 90 ECTS master, in the third semester they write the master thesis and then they can choose among a variety of electives. For instance, there's a course of economics of well-being. There are finance courses the students can take, investment, corporate finance, for instance. And there's also a bunch of interesting courses on environmental policies. As I said, if you want to go abroad and if you want to do 120 ECTS master, you can go abroad to our exchange universities. I'll talk about it in the next slide. And then you have this option to do the second year in Napoli for those students who want to get a double degree. Now, let me tell you that we have 4 slots. We can send 4 students, and up so far, we never had a restriction. So everybody who wanted to go could go. So far, we never had like a constraint. Let me just give you a few examples of partner university. We have a partner university all over the place: Belgium, Czech Republic, France, Germany. So specifically for this master, we have agreement with one of the best universities in Germany, LMU, München. And only this master has the right to send 1 student there. Then we also have partner universities in Italy and in Russia. Now, career prospects. You know, the big advantage of this master program is that it's a very broad master. You know, there are many things or many different career paths that you can choose. And this is a plus, because if you choose a specialized master, you don't know whether in 10 years this specific area is still demanded or not. So in the Master of Economics, there are different paths of employment, and I will talk about it soon. Our students, they have been employed in very different sectors. So you can get an employment in the banking and consulting sector, but then also international organizations are very keen to hire students who know how to analyze data and economic thinking. As I said, this master prepares very well for those students who want to continue studying with a PhD. Let me just give you 3 specific examples. So Veronica Grassi, she was one of the first cohort students of this master program. She graduated in 2017, is now a PhD student in St. Gallen. Ludovica Marcotti, she graduated 2 years ago. First, she did a 1.5 year all-rounder stage in a bank in Lugano, and now she has a fixed position in the investment strategy department. The last example is Anna Sturaro. She graduated in 2020, and so after the first year, she went to a foreign university. She took some finance courses, and then she got hired by KPMG Financial Services. So you can see the students do very different things. We also have students employed or having done internships in the United Nations, European Commission, or the Council of Economic Policies. These are the students who are more interested in international organizations. Students have made experiences in the city of Lugano. We have an internship agreement with the statistics office of the city of Lugano, and we send our students there. We also have contact to a development agency, Social Business Earth. Then, as I said, students have also found jobs in the private sector, Lugano Financial Advisors, Corner Bank, Baker Tilly Consulting, or KPMG. These are some examples. And the students also have entered very good PhD programs in Switzerland. The last slide is just some faces. These are the faculty from USI, that you will see in the master. In this master program, we have professors who are at USI now, they teach, but we also invite very good professors from other universities also to expose the students to a larger network.